What?
Welcome to Tubs Around the World, where we explore our amazing planet, one bathtub at a time.
On this episode, we chase the sun to see our first ever total solar eclipse and get way more than we bargained for. So here we go. 1 week, 6 unique stays, crossing 7 states, camping and tubbing. Leaving from Wilberforce, we've planned 3 different routes through the path of totality to be prepared for all weather situations. We figured our best bets for good weather were Arkansas or Texas. The idea is to decide where we're going just a day or 2 in advance.
Best part is, either way we end up in Nashville for a week of tubbing and exploring.
We feel really good about our plan. We booked campsites and epic hotels all along the way. With so many options, we're completely, definitely, 100,000% certain that we'll get to see ingredient for 3 different weather situations. Different routes to make sure we get an epic road trip within the path of totality with totality with the best possible weather, none of which actually are gonna happen. It's time to cancel everything. Well, for Memphis, confirmed canceled for Texas.
We could just go to Montreal. Fraser Kane, he was saying that you don't treat the eclipse like a holiday, you treat it like a heist. 2-minute eclipse, you're not going to have a lot of time. So you have to be able to move, you have to have your route planned out in every direction from wherever you are. So yeah, this is our heist. Literally the very last one in all of Quebec. The fuck was that?
What was that? Okay, so shout out to my mom who didn't want us to miss the eclipse and lent us Marcy the Mercedes to carry on in style. Thank you. We even got to stop and visit my grandparents on our way through Montreal.
Turns out the path of totality passes almost directly over Sherbrooke, Quebec, a town only a couple hours east of Montreal. Thousands of eclipse chasers from across Canada and the US have descended on the region. Luckily, we found what must have been the very last AirBnB in the whole province.
On the way, we had to stop at Shaker's for mocktails and lobster burgers.
We have arrived. Our host Francine was so gracious when we arrived, even as we did our best to communicate in our terrible French. The house is on a farm on a big piece of land. You'll see why that's important later. Anyway, after we settled in, there was just enough daylight left to go for a drive. In the event that clouds move in, we need to be ready to roll in any direction to get a clear view. Remember, an eclipse is like a heist. Planning is everything. We drove all over the area and marked bug-out routes and alternative eclipse viewing sites on our maps.
Planning might be everything, but it's important to remember we're here to experience the moment. So, it's time to enjoy a sunset in a beautiful place and get a little silly.
For the actual eclipse, we were invited by our host Francine to watch from their property.
Eclipse.
A big thanks to Francine and Elisa at Le Guide de Petit Canton for hosting us for this incredible event. You can find a link to their Airbnb in the description.
We brought extra glasses and offered them to some family members who didn't have them. Turns out, it was a great way to make friends. We had a blast getting hyped up with our hosts and their kids. We had been trying to keep our expectations low up until this point, but we began to feel a sort of vibration change, an anticipation we could feel in the air around us.
Up until now, it felt like just another day in the park. But now we started to notice some very strange things happening around us. I don't know how to describe this feeling. It is weird out here. Like, it's like almost ominous. Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's not dusky, it's like dark. It's like someone's put sunglasses on. This is like a visceral feeling. Like it's so, I can't describe this feeling, but it's just like it's like something's wrong. But I'm totally okay with it. Shit. Holy shit! What? What?
Oh my god.
Look at the corona. Holy shit! What? What? There's Venus. There's Jupiter.
Those stars?
Yeah. They're in the day.
Venus?
Yeah. And look
No.
at the very little. It's like a hole in the sky. There it is, diamond ring. And just like that, it was over. That was insane. Our drive home that night was weird. We didn't talk, we didn't listen to music or podcasts. we kind of just wanted to be alone with our thoughts and process what we had experienced. And as someone who's experienced depression for most of my life, wanting to be alone with my thoughts is quite a strange state of affairs. But I felt really good and present and aware, and I didn't know why. And since then, that experience has lasted. I'm re-recording this about a month after the eclipse because that experience has persisted. It's like something has shifted in me. And when I go back and I've watched the video of us experiencing the eclipse many times, and I realize I'm watching a person's mind change in real time. I'm watching someone who has experienced change many times in their lives, but has always seen the sunrise and the sunset like clockwork. And suddenly the sun went out. And I don't think I realized how profound an impact that was going to have on my psychology. But it's almost like my brain has been reset. And it's a wonderful feeling. I just feel present and awake and aware. And I hope this feeling lasts. A lot of people will say, oh, why do you need to see an eclipse? What's the difference between total or partial? Why do you need to see something in person? And why is it so special? And the answer is, I don't really know. Other than it happened to me. And my mind has changed. And I hope by watching this video, you'll be able to see that happen and understand why, if you ever get the chance to go see a total solar eclipse, is an experience worth the time and something you should do while you can. And I've become a bit of an eclipse evangelist, and I hope it's not too insufferable.
It is now 1 month post-eclipse, and I still have not been able to stop thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I experienced what is called the overview effect. If you don't know, the overview effect is what astronauts talk about when they are in space looking back at the Earth. You're struck by this profound sense of awe and often surprising emotional impact. Almost like when I looked at the eclipse and just could not stop crying. And I was not expecting that. But what it really results in is a sense of connectedness and awe and care about the planet and the world, because it's perspective shifting. It's humbling in the best possible way.
Who knows? Maybe I'll see you in Spain or in Morocco or in Australia, because I think we're going to see a lot more of these.
Hey guys, thank you for watching all the way through to the end of our video. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for more tubs and more adventures. Till next time, happy trails.